Okay, this is the next session of your C basics. Those are absent or there was a gap for 3-4 days. So let's quickly revise what we discussed in the last lecture. We know basic concept. Okay, software is a collection of programs. Program is a collection of functions. Function is collection of statements. Statement is collection of words, and word is collection of characters. We started our journey with characters, correct? But last lecture ला काय बघितलं? Characters. Tell me quickly in the chat box how many types of characters are there in C language, or what are those types? C मध्ये कुठले कुठले टाइपचे कॅरेक्टर्स असतात? Let me see, check what you remember from last lecture. So you are right. There are 3 types of characters in C language: ASCII characters, escape characters, and then format characters. Correct? Escape characters start with which character? Quickly. Escape character कशाने start होतं? You don't have to raise your hands. Write in chat box. Correct. You all are correct. That's good. It's a backslash. Okay. And you should ideally type the character because there's always confusion between a slash and a backslash. It's a backslash. Then next immediate question, interesting one. How many ASCII characters there? किती ASCII characters असतात? How many? We have 15. You missed last lecture, I guess. Vaishnu, you are wrong too. How can you forget, Manish? ASCII character किती आहेत? Vaishnu, you are wrong. Santosh, you are wrong. All of us are correct. Those are typing that number. Santoshi, you are just guessing something, whatever you in your mind. It's wrong. I gave you logic to remember it. Why it is that number? Try to recall. Everybody else is correct. It's 256. And why is that number? How do you get this magical number 256? Because one character takes 1 byte storage. 1 byte means 8 bits. Bit is a binary digit. Base is 2. So 2 raised to 8 is 256. Correct, Vaishnavi. That's right. That's good. And that's why it's 256. Okay. Now, format characters start with what? Format characters. It starts with. Come on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Everybody remembers. That's nice. Percent sign. That's correct. Percent %D, percent %C, percent %S. Very nice. So in last lecture, I gave you homework, if you remember, to collect all those escape characters, format characters. I hope you have made a separate notebook for C language. एक वेगळी वही करा, तुम्हाला तुमचे जे काय प्रॅक्टिस करायचे, प्रोग्राम लिहायचे, जे काय करायचे ते एक वेगळी वही करून टाका छोटीशी. कॉलेजमध्ये मिक्स करू नका. And 1 page for escape character, 1 page for format character. जशी तुम्हाला कलेक्शन मिळत जाईल, you just keep on adding on that page. Have your own collection of format character, have your own collection of escape characters. In the red margin, you can write the character, and you can write on the right side, you can write the meaning of it. For example, percent %D, it's a decimal number. All right, so we have seen this characters, 3 types. Correct? Then we have seen this all ASCII characters. Right, the ASCII values. We have seen the different ASCII escape characters and their meanings, backslash b and so on. आता या characters आपण करतो काय? We form the words. There are 2 types of words, if you remember. One is user defined word, म्हणजे programmer जे words define करतो ते. And second category is reserve words. Reserve words means what? The words which are declared by Dennis Ritchie while creating the language. त्यांनी जेव्हा लँग्वेज लिहितं त्यांनी वर्ड डिक्लेअर केले होते. These words are already known to the compiler. Compiler words माहित असतात. They are fixed in number. They are 32, if you remember. Correct? And these are also called as keywords. They're also called reserve words. So keywords and user defined words. In the last lecture, I shown you all keywords, if you remember. And I asked you to remember them. And if you remember, at the end of this class, that class I mean, we took the self-test. And some students literally got all 32 keywords. Now, let's check what you remember. Take any rough page in front of you, not the previous page. मला मागचं पेज नकोय. Don't read now. Don't recall now. आता वाचला तर then you're cheating yourself. It's a self test. 5 मिनिटं घ्या, परत एक रफ पेज घ्या आणि काय काय कीवर्ड्स मला आठवतात ते लिहून बघा. अँड लेट्स सी नाव हाऊ मच यू रिमेंबर. जे आत्ता वाचा ते चूक करतायत ते रॅम मध्ये घालतात तात्पुरतं आत्ता, तुम्ही परत विसरणार आहात. तुम्हाला जेन्युइनली किती आठवत ते आठवू द्यात, 5 आठवतील, 10 आठवतील, इट्स ओके. यू आर जस्ट लर्निंग राईट नो, कम ऑन. यू विल रिमेंबर एनीवेज ऑल द कीवर्ड्स ॲट द एंड ऑफ द लँग्वेज, एंड ऑफ द इयर. डोंट वरी राईट नाव, टेन्शन घेऊ नका, इट्स ओके. आय रिपीट, आत्ता जेवढे आठवतात तेवढेच लिहा, कागदावर लिहा. मला चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये नको आहेत. डोंट टाईप, इट्स ओके. कागदावर लिहा आणि काउंट करा. इट्स अ genuine your own self test, don't worry. Look at your screenshot or your sheet if you have, and then check which keywords you missed out. तुम्हाला कुठले कुठले लक्षात आलेत हे महत्त्वाचं नाहीये, कुठले कुठले विसरलेत हे लक्षात यायला पाहिजे तुमच्या. If you remember on that last lecture, I just give you 5 minutes. It was not enough, 5-10 minutes for preparation. एवढं लोकांचे लवकर पाठ पण नाही होणार. So that's the reason I give you weekend to remember it nicely. So those who have done the homework, those who are serious about their career, about programming, they have taken efforts and they have remembered 32, almost 31. Most of you have remembered it. One is okay. Okay. म्हणजे लोकांना 10च आठवत आहेत, 5च आठवत आहेत. They have not taken any efforts. That's okay. Take 2 minutes and check which keywords you missed. I'll give you an idea. You know, suppose there are 2 pages of notebook. So on one page, for example, whatever keywords you remembered are on this side. Now, whatever you missed out, write on this side. Now, next time onward, whenever you get free time, just look at these keywords. हे पाठ करा फक्त तो उरलेले. ठीक है? We'll take this test some other time again. ठीक है? That's fine. तो 2 मिनिटं घ्या, परत बघा which keywords you missed. Somebody asked me last time, what technique you have to remember, or what is there any memory technique? No, there are 32 keywords. What can I give you memory technique? If there are 4 or 5 keywords, we can arrange some letters, we can make some sentence, maintain something like this, but not for 32 keywords, right? So don't worry right now. What I do is, or what I have done is, I remember according to topics. For example, there are data types in C, which are nothing but char, int, float, double, and void. Then there are qualifiers which you use along with data type: unsigned, signed, short, long, constant. See, you will not understand what I'm saying right now. What is a qualifier? Because I have to still teach you this. Then there is something called as storage classes: auto, static, extern, register. Then there are control structure which transfer the controls, which is if else, switch case, default we use in switch case. Then there are loops: while loop, do while loop, for loop. Then to transfer control we can use go to, or break the switch case or loop. Continue is there. We return from function. Then we use others like structure, union, type def, enum. And then in pointers we have got keywords like near and far. There are two types of pointers here. So this is how we remember all keywords. Now there are 32 keywords, and this is what is basically syllabus of entire C language. Obviously we are not going to cover this everything in semester 1. Few things will cover in semester 1, few things will cover in semester 2, depending on your syllabus. Okay. My point is, if somebody says I know a C language, then you should know all these 32 keywords. That's basically your syllabus. Language wise, not programming wise. Programming wise, there is no end to programming. You can keep learning and learning and learning. You can keep solving more and more problems. It's like trekking, right? If you just do one trek like Sinhagad, you cannot say you are a trekker. Or if you just do a Rajgarh, Torna, Sinhagad, you can't say you are a trekker, right? There are so many treks you can do. Anyways, so it's like a programming, like adventure life. There is no end to it. You keep doing it, keep living. It's living a life. It's a programming. And remember now, all these keywords are small letters. Okay. So when you write them, they're in small letters. Okay. Now, there's something interesting thing. Apart from keywords, the words that we define in the program, they are called as user-defined words. Also called as identifiers. आपण शब्द जे बनवतो त्याला identifier म्हणतात किंवा user-defined word म्हणतात. So are there any rules for creating these identifiers? There are. These are user defined words which can be in cap, you can combine capital letters, small letters, you can have your numeric characters, means 0 to 9 digits, or to join two things, we can use underscore, not minus sign, I'm saying underscore. Okay, I repeat, you can use alphabets, digits, capital small alphabets kai pan chalel, and underscore. Blank space is not allowed. Then apart from blank space, underscore, no special characters allowed. कुठलंही दुसरं स्पेशल कॅरेक्टर अलाउड नाहीये एवढी सांगितले सोडून, अंडरस्कोर सोडून. त्यानंतर युअर वर्ड कॅनॉट स्टार्ट विथ डिजिट बिकॉज नंबर स्टार्ट विथ डिजिट ना. सो कंपायलर, हाऊ कंपायलर विल अंडरस्टँड whether it is a word or it's a number. So words do not start with digit. You can have digit inside but not starting with. Remember this rule. Of course, some words are reserved. Those keywords you already know, 32 keywords. So user defined word, your variable name, function name cannot be a keyword of C. तुम्हाला जे reserved word आहेत ते वापरायला allowed नाहीये. So you cannot have a variable name if, you cannot have variable name for. ठीक है. Now what is the maximum length of identifier of your word? That really varies from compiler to compiler. Standard means ANSI C says the standard length of keyword or standard length of your identifier can be 32. But the compiler to compiler vary होतं, depends how much compiler allows. And 32 characters keyword खूप user defined word खूप मोठा झाला. It's enough actually, ideally. And remember they're case sensitive. What do you mean by case sensitive? If I write some variable capital N small o1, then throughout the program I have to use capital N small o1. You cannot use small n01, you cannot use capital N capital O. असं चालणार नाही. जे तुम्ही डिफाईन कराल ना, जे तुम्ही कंपायलरला सांगाल की माझा हे व्हेरिएबलचं नाव आहे, दिस इज माय युजर डिफाईन्ड वर्ड, तुम्हाला अख्ख्या प्रोग्राममध्ये तेच वापरायला लागेल. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू सी, इफ आय राईट N01, N01, N01 and N01, these are 4 different keywords. Sorry, not keywords, I'll say there are 4 different words. C मध्ये, C is a case sensitive language. C compiler can sense, it can understand capital and small letters. तर तुम्ही जे डिफाईन कराल तेच वापरायचं. तुम्ही समजा असं डिफाईन केलं तर असंच वापरायचं अख्ख्या प्रोग्राममध्ये. These are different variable names, the different words. Please remember this. Now we got a small test for you. हे नीट रूल्स लक्षात ठेवा. मी परत रिपीट करतोय परत की आयडेंटिफायर म्हणजे युजर डिफाईन्ड वर्ड, त्यामध्ये अल्फाबेट, डिजिट्स आणि अंडरस्कोर अलाउड आहे. स्पेशल कॅरेक्टर अलाउड नाही आहेत. डिजिटने स्टार्ट होऊ शकत नाही. सीचे कीवर्ड चालणार नाहीत आणि मॅक्झिमम लेंथ 32 आहे. ठीक आहे. Now these are rules of identifiers. Now based on these rules, we are going to have a simple test. What we are going to do now? Now what we are going to do, I'm going to send you a link on your WhatsApp group. It's a Google form link where I have given you this list of words and you have to just click which word is valid, which is invalid. This you can do it on paper and I can check, but we are at a distance na. आपण आता online बसलोय. You are at some different location, I am at different location. I cannot check. So I have made one automated paper on Google Forms. So go to that Google link and just write your name and then your whatever mobile number which you use for a WhatsApp in the class. And then for each word you click whether it is valid or invalid. There are only I think 12 words I have given you. ह्यातले कुठले valid आहेत, invalid आहेत मला लिहायचे आहेत. Immediately at the end you will know your result. And then let's discuss which are valid, which are invalid. I'll give you 5 minutes to write the answer. Chalo. So there are 32 keywords in the class, and if you look at the responses here, 32 students have given the test. Good. And what is the analysis for this batch? If you look at it, nobody has got 0. So it means you all are smart, right? You're not dumb. Nobody has got even 1 or 2 marks. Nobody's even got 4 marks. The lowest I can see here is 5. Somebody's got 5 marks. Then 2 people have got 6 marks. 4 have got 7 marks. 4 have got 8. 2 have got 9. 7 students have got 10 marks. 11 have got 6. Students have got 11 marks. Wow. and there are 6 students, bright students of our class, who have got 12 out of 12. Fantastic. Okay. Now, please lower your hands, and then only those who have got 12 out of 12, raise your hands. 12 out of 12. बघा हात वरती करू नका. Okay. So I just wanted to know who are those students. Now, next lecture onwards, I'm going to tell you the format of your participant name. So I'll come to know you are doing which course, means BCS, BCA, whatever, and then which college, and your first name, last name. So I'll understand which students which college students are brighter or scholar, okay, who want to learn more. Doesn't matter. So Shivsam, that's good. Ishan, Bhagyashri, Pratik, Ishashri, Samruddhi. Okay, and out of these great students, how many of you, lower hands, that's okay, thank you. Out of these 6 students, how many of you haven't learned C earlier, learning C for the first time? तुझे लोग C पहले शिकतायत. प्रतीक राठोड, very good. So you are learning C for the first time. आधी काही शिकलेलं नाही, आधी काही झालेलं नाहीये, आणि तुमचे सगळे गोष्टी लक्षात राहिले, सगळे पॉइंट लक्षात राहिलेत. Very nice. You are learning perfectly. Very good. Now others, please don't take tension. It's okay. Absolutely fine. Okay? Because here we are here to learn, na? That's fine. Thank you. Lower your hands. तर आपण जर शिकायला आलेलो आहोत, अँड वी लर्न फ्रॉम आवर मिस्टेक्स. ठीक आहे, आपण आपल्या मिस्टेकमध्ये शिकत असतो. सो इफ यू हॅव मेड सम मिस्टेक्स, दॅट्स ॲब्सोल्युटली फाईन. नाऊ इट्स लर्निंग टाइम. नाऊ लेट्स डिस्कस विच आर व्हॅलिड, विच आर इनव्हॅलिड, अँड वाय. सो अमाऊंट डॉलर काय सांगितलं होतं की स्पेशल कॅरेक्टर अलाउड नाही आहेत. सो डॉलर हा स्पेशल कॅरेक्टर आहे जो अलाउड नाही आहे. दॅट्स वाय इट इज इनव्हॅलिड. ओके, बघा, दिस इज द लिस्ट. NO3 व्हॅलिड आहे. का व्हॅलिड आहे? कारण कॅपिटल स्मॉल लेटर अलाउड आहे, डिजिट अलाउड आहेत. हा NO3 अलाउड आहे. अंडरस्कोर अलाउड आहे. अंडरस्कोर सन बघा, अंडरस्कोरनी व्हेरिएबल सुरू होऊ शकतं. User defined name or identifier can start with underscore, no problem. Then sometimes some students are confused in main. I can immediately identify, who has made mistakes where. So maximum students make mistake in main because they feel main is a keyword of C. It is not. आपण main नावाचा function लिहितो, right? When you write C program, is main is a function name. Every function name, variable name is identifier. प्रत्येक फंक्शनचं नाव, व्हेरिएबलचं नाव हे user defined word असतो. It is identifier, it is not a keyword. Remember this. So main is a function name, it is user defined word. Remember, it is not keyword of C. You check, go back and check your all 32 keywords. सगळे चेक करून बघा, main कुठंच नाहीये, printf कुठंच नाहीये, scanf कुठंच नाहीये. These are all function names. So they're all identifiers. ठीक है? Then K is valid. Now interesting is 3NO. It's invalid. Why it's invalid? Because it is starting with digit. Digit start नाही व्हायला पाहिजे ना. Then next NO plus 1. आता underscore allowed आहे. Plus sign is a special character, not allowed na. Max minus 3. Again I repeat, minus sign is not allowed. Underscore is allowed. Underscore means look at this. Max underscore 3. This is allowed. Blue one. But this is not allowed. 45. It's a completely number. It is not a word. You cannot start with digit. Then void. Void is a keyword. If you check all 32 keyword list, ज्यांची पाठ झाली असेल त्यांना लगेच पटकन कळेल. This is a void is a keyword of C. Reserved words are not allowed here as user defined word. And then as I said, amount dollar is a special character, so it is not allowed. Clear hai? सगळ्यांना कळलंय? Okay. So if you want, we can just quickly check. Your responses where you went wrong. And you find here out of what are 36 responses. 32 got here correct, 4 got wrong. This 4 has got wrong here. 3 has gone wrong. 16 students have gone wrong. See, I told you कि मेन बऱ्याच लोकांना वाटतं कीवर्ड आहे तो मेन कीवर्ड नाहीये. It's a valid identifier. Then 3NO. 7 students have gone wrong here. Then here NO1 plus 1. 4, 5 students have gone wrong here. 8. 45 is fine. Void. हे बऱ्याच जणांच्या लक्षात आलेलं दिसत नाही. 11 students have gone wrong here for void. Void is a keyword of C. Rest is okay. कुठेतरी प्रत्येकाने काही सिली मिस्टेक लोकांनी केल्यात. That's fine. That's good. Now I'll stop accepting response. Okay. Now going back to the slides. आता आपण काय बघितले? वर्ड्स बघितले. There are two types of words, reserved words and user defined words. आता वर्ड वापरून आपण काय करतो? Using words we create sentences, right? Now how to form sentence? Every sentence has got different rules. How to write if else, how to write switch case, how to write while loop, how to write for. Every statement has got different syntax. So along with the course, when we learn or we'll go to that point, we'll learn the syntax. प्रत्येक सेंटेन्सचा syntax वेगळा आहे, तो आपण हळू शिकूयात. Only one rule is common, that every sentence ends with semicolon. Remember this. When there are multiple statements, आपण त्याला काय म्हणतो? Paragraph. In technical words, in programming language, we call it here as a block. So if you want to write a multiple statements inside a loop, inside if else, inside a function, we always create their block and we enclose them in curly braces, curly brackets. Okay. So these are curly brackets. आपण function ला वापरतो त्या. All right. So that's the only thing you have to remember about statements. Now, what do you do with the statements? आपण जे multiple statement लिहितो, code लिहितो, आपण करतो काय? So we form a function. And now I'm going bottom approach. आपण characters आपण word तयार करतो, words आपण function statement तयार करतो, statements आपण function लिहितो, आणि functions आपण program लिहितो, program software. So there are two types of functions. नीट आहे का? आपण जो काही functions वापरतो, ते दोन टाइपचे functions आहेत. One is a library function, the standard library function. These functions are standard functions of C. They're already given to you in C. ही ready-made function आहेत जी आपल्याला C ने दिलेली आहेत. Now there are around 2500 functions in C. Do you know all of them? Of course no. So all these functions, are they kept at one place? No. So these functions are stored in different header files. कुठल्या files? Header files, which has extension .h. And whenever you use such function, ideally you should be including that header file. For example, printf, scanf functions come from standard input output header file. So we include stdio.h. header file आपण include करतो. Okay. So it's a standard library function, printf, scanf. जी फंक्शन स्टँडर्ड आहेत, लायब्ररी फंक्शन आहेत, दे आर आपण त्यांना फक्त कॉल करतो. These functions are already existing. We just need to call them, use them. Call करणे म्हणजे use करणे. We just need to call them, use them. But some functions are not there in the library. So what do? We write our own functions. आपण ती फंक्शन लिहितो. आपण म्हणजे प्रोग्रामर. So whatever functions we define, we write, they are called as user defined functions. So there are two types of functions: standard library functions and user defined functions. Okay. It's something like, suppose on the occasion of Diwali, you wanted to have a, let's say, new dress, new shirt, new pant, something new, new top. So what do? Do you immediately go to a cloth market, bring the cloth, go to tailor, tell your design and start stitching it? No. We first go to different shops, malls, we explore different shops. Correct? प्रत्येक शॉप मध्ये जाऊन बघतो ना, काय आवडते, काय आवडते का, आपल्याला पाहिजे ती गोष्ट इथं आहे का. So every shop here in C market It is called as a header file, right? So there's a footwear is in one shop, food is in another shop, t-shirts one shop, jeans one other shop. So there are different header files. प्रत्येक हेडर फाईल म्हणजे एक शॉप आहे आणि सगळ्या वेगळी फंक्शन्स ही वेगळ्या हेडर फाईलमध्ये दिसतात. रिपीट शॉप कुठलं नाहीये. सो फुटवेअरचं एक शॉप आहे इथं. लक्षात येतंय? बट व्हॉट इफ you have some design in your mind. You're a really creative person or fashion sense you have. आणि तुमच्या डोक्यामध्ये काहीतरी भन्नाट आयडिया आहे. And that shirt, that top, that what you're looking for is not available in market. तुम्ही सगळे हेडर फाईल शोधून काढले, तुम्ही सगळे दुकानात पालथी घातलीत, तुम्हाला पाहिजे ती गोष्ट मिळत नाही. मग आता तुम्ही काय करणार? नाउ इट इज प्रोग्रामर्स टाइम. नाउ व्हॉट यू डू? प्रोग्राम इज लाईक अ टेलर. नाउ यू ब्रिंग द क्लॉथ, स्टार्ट कोडिंग ऑन युअर ओन. आता आपली आपली फंक्शन लिहायची असतात. मग त्याची आपली आपण जी फंक्शन लिहितो, स्टिच करतो, दीज फंक्शन्स आर कॉल्ड एज युजर डिफाईन्ड फंक्शन्स. जी मार्केटमध्ये असली फंक्शन आपण रेडीमेड वापरतो त्याला म्हणतात स्टँडर्ड लायब्ररी फंक्शन्स. कन्सेप्ट कळलाय? So these standard library functions are available in different header files. You just need to call them, and their syntax is present in .h header file. For example, printf, scanf, strcpy. strcpy is string copy function, by the way. clr, scr can be used in Turbo C, not in Linux. हे function Linux चालत नाही. This is clr म्हणजे clear, scr means screen, so it's a clear screen function. Whereas user defined functions, we define them, we write their code. And function name follows your typical identifier rules. आपण आता शिकलो जे rules, हे सगळे फंक्शन नावाला रूल अप्लाय करायचे आपल्याला. यू कॅनॉट हॅव अ फॉर फंक्शन. आपण इफ नॉटचं फंक्शन लिहू शकत नाही, हे लक्षात घ्या. फॉर एक्झाम्पल मेन, सम, मॅक्स 3, एरिया, हे सगळी फंक्शनची नावं आहेत. क्लिअर सगळ्यांना? ओके. नाउ इन दिस कोड, which function is user defined and which function is standard library? Can you find out? So if you can really understand what I'm teaching you, write in the chat box which function you think is a user defined and which function standard library. तुम्हाला जे मी काय शिकवतो हे कळत असेल आतापर्यंत, तर तुम्हाला ह्या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये दाखवलंय त्यातलं कुठलं फंक्शन युजर डिफाइंड आहे, कुठलं स्टँडर्ड लायब्ररी आहे, तुम्हाला पॉइंट आउट करता येईल का? जर कळत असेल तर चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये लिहा, अदरवाइज फाईन, जस्ट कीप लिसनिंग टू मी अदरवाइज. सो रिमेंबर, दोज आर नॉट गेटिंग इट, आपण फंक्शन लिहितो म्हणजे काय? त्याचा कोड लिहितो. तर मगाशी मला सांगितलं होतं, मगाशी तुमच्या मुद्दा मी व्हॅलिड इनव्हॅलिड मध्ये लिहिलं होतं की मेन is a valid keyword, valid identifier, not a keyword, I'm saying valid key identifier, because it's a user defined function. बरोबर ना? मग ह्या पॉईंट सांगितला होता. तर आपण मेन हे फंक्शन डिफाईन करतोय. डिफाईन करतोय म्हणजे काय? त्याचं नाव काय? So you look at round brackets. In round brackets we write parameters, input. Then we have got curly brackets in which we write the code. So main function we are defining. It's a user defined function. Okay? मेन फंक्शनच्या आतमध्ये printf function आपण कॉल करतोय. So printf function we are not defining. It is already there in the stdio.h header file. It is standard library function. And I'm always giving you examples right now. So printf is standard library function. We are just calling it. What to print is a thank you. Thank you is not a function. Thank you is a message. It's a string. Whatever we write in double quotes, that is string. Double quotes आपण आतमध्ये जे काही लिहितो त्याला स्ट्रिंग असं म्हणतात. स्ट्रिंग. It's a message. Remember it. Okay? तर I repeat. Main is user defined function and printf is standard library function. Is it clear? कारण कळले का ते? All right. Next, now from this following function, can I make out which is function definition and which is function call? आता काय डिफरन्स असतो फंक्शन डेफिनेशन फंक्शन कॉल मधला? जे फंक्शन आपण लिहितो, ज्याचा आपण कोड लिहितो, त्याला म्हणतात फंक्शन डिफाईन केलं. It's a technical word. Defining a function means writing its code. And when function is already existing, when we use that function in our program, in our code, using that function is called as calling that function. So in this example, main function we are defining. This is the main is the name of function. This is called as the head of the function and it's called the body of the function. It's a function definition. And printf is a function call. हे नीट लक्षात ठेवा. printf हे स्टँडर्ड लायब्ररी फंक्शन आहे जे आपण इथं फक्त कॉल करतोय आणि मेन हे फंक्शन आपण इथे डिफाईन करतोय. दोज आर लर्निंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम आय विल ॲडवाइज यू इन युअर नोटबुक. तुम्ही जर वेगळी सेपरेट नोटबुक केलं असेल तर नोटबुकच्या आतमध्ये लिहा. राईट डाऊन दिस एक्झाम्पल अँड राईट डाऊन देअर की मेन फंक्शन आपण डिफाईन केलंय, ती डेफिनेशन आहे, त्याचा कोड लिहितोय आपण कर्ली ब्रॅकेटच्या आतमध्ये आणि प्रिंटफ फंक्शन स्टँडर्ड लायब्ररी फंक्शन आहे आणि आपण ते कॉल करतोय. प्लीज write a notebook as a note because when you'll revise, you should revise from your notebook. Make your own notes. That will be more better. Okay. Don't take only screenshot, please. हाताखाली एकदा जाऊ द्या, तुमच्या चांगल्या लक्षात राहील. Something very interesting for those who already learned C language. ज्यांचं ऑलरेडी सी झालेलं आहे, ज्यांना सगळं माहिती आहे, ज्यांचं कॉम सायन्स होतं 11वी-12वीत म्हणा किंवा काय whatever 11th-12th or before in school days. It's an interesting question. We are writing main function, but where is the call to the main function? And we are calling printf function, but where is the definition? There's one basic rule in C language or any programming language rather, whether it is C, C++, Java, that no function executes on itself. ना कुठलंही फंक्शन स्वतःहून एक्झिक्यूट होत नाही, त्याला कॉल करावा लागतं. तर आपण आता मेन फंक्शन डिफाईन केलंय. वी हॅव रिटन द मेन फंक्शन बट वी डिडंट कॉल. दुसरं प्रिंटफ फंक्शन आपण कॉल केले, मध्ये डेफिनेशन त्याची कुठं आहे? एनीबडी हॅज आयडिया? एनीबडी नोज? कॅन यू राईट मी इन चॅट बॉक्स? एनीबडी नोज वेअर इज डेफिनेशन ऑफ प्रिंटफ? प्रिंटफचा कोड कुठे आहे? आणि मेन फंक्शन आपण डिफाईन केलंय, तर मेनचं कॉल कुठे आहे? It's interesting, really, isn't it? Point to think. Maybe it is too early for you to discuss this. It's just a second or third lecture. But you should be curious, to think. If somebody knows, please write in chat box. I'll be interestedly to look at your chats. Okay. So just to give you an idea now, because anyway, when we learn this function topic in future, I'll be giving you clear in-depth knowledge. And once you come to third year, then we'll be going insights, because in third year, we have got a subject called as compiler construction. So with that time, we're going to discuss, understand how compiler is written. Okay, compiler आतमध्ये कसं काम करतो, काय असतं, सगळं आपण ते थर्ड इयरला बघणार आहोत. म्हणजे आपण फंक्शनचे टॉपिक शिकू, आपण तेव्हा बघूया डिटेलमध्ये. बट जस्ट टू गिव्ह अ रफ आयडिया राईट नाव, की आपण जो प्रोग्राम लिहितो, वॉटर प्रोग्राम वी आर रायटिंग, सी प्रोग्राम, computer does not execute C program. Our C program goes to the compiler, the translator, and the compiler writes the call main on behalf of us. Compiler to main function the call लिहित असतो, and that's why when your program runs, the first function that is always called is, or always being called, is main. आपण जेव्हा पण प्रोग्राम रन करतो, तेव्हा पहिलं फंक्शन कुठलं रन होतं, तर मेन असतं. And because you want to receive the control, we have to write the main. Why you have to write always main function? Why not pain or sun? If I want to do that, I'll have to change the compiler, which I cannot do. I can of course write my own compiler, but I cannot modify your C compiler. That's why we have to write main function. Second thing, if somebody is thinking right now ki these functions are stored in header file, just now I told you. So not always. Look at header files. Maybe in some other lecture, I'll open header files and show you. What is there in the header file is only syntax. Means how to use that function. The header of the function. There's no code. Now check kara, shoda. So these functions are already pre-compiled. Already compiled करून ठेवलेले असतात. And there is something like just a compiler असतो ना, something called a linker. What is linker does? It links all compiled code. And whatever ready-made functions you have used, there's a compiled code is linked to your program directly. It saves the time. in compilation, and then you get the executable code. For example, in Linux, you get a.out file. In Turbo C or Windows, we get exe. That's called executable code. ठीक आहे. तर प्रिंटफचा कोड ऑलरेडी लायब्ररी फाईलमध्ये असतो, जो लिंकर लिंकेजेस लिंक करतो. आपण जे हॅश इन्क्लूड म्हणतो त्यात फक्त सिंटॅक्स जात असतो. If you are not getting me right now, that's absolutely fine. Just second, third lecture, when we'll learn function topic, that time we are going to go in depth. All right. So no problem. Don't worry right now. All right. So still there's a homework pending. If you remember, to collect escape character and format character, let me remind you this. So as I said, make 2 pages. In next lecture, we will discuss it. 1 page for escape character, 1 page for format characters. Mix karu naka, because as you go on collecting it, more and more escape characters you get, you just go to that page, write it down. This is one naveen page add kara and increase your collection. All right, in next lecture we'll discuss it. Keep all escape characters and your format character ready in the next lecture. That's it. So today's session is over.